right, welcome back. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Talk with the Sports podcast. We're back from a little break. And you know what? There's definitely more to be coming soon on that because there's, another update with another break come in and we have to tell you guys about that. But, before that, let's get introductions in. It's been a while since we last heard from everybody. How you guys doing?
Good. Good. Can't complain. So far,
Same
so
here.
good.
Same here.
Okay. All right. So, as you guys may know, we have tournaments going on, the Copa America and the Euros. So, right now, the Euros is pretty much done with group stage. Knockout stage ties have been decided. Brackets decided. Everybody knows what journey they have to take in order to make it to this year's final for the Euros. On the Copa America side of things, we're still waiting a little bit. Their things is a bit different than the Euros. They go straight from group stage to quarterfinal, and they are still deciding those places out. But once those places are out, we'll discuss those. But that will probably be on next week's episode. But on that note, back to what I mentioned at the beginning with some more housekeeping. We do have another break coming up, but that won't be for the next, let's see, 1, 2, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. We might actually have a break next week. Next week's 4th of July week. And to my knowledge, I don't.
Absolutely is.
No. We won't have a break next week. The first round of 16 matches would have taken place by next week, so definitely you'll hear from us next Wednesday. But it looks like the 17th, from my calculation, will be the last time you hear from us this summer, as the 14th of July is supposedly the final of the Euros. That's when that's scheduled. And then the final of the Copa America is actually scheduled for the same day, 14th of July. So after the 17th of July, which is that following Wednesday, we'll discuss those, matches, whoever's in there, how they got there, what that means for their legacy, if anything. And then we'll be on another break until, preseason begins. And that is your summer of football.
Well, I'm not sure when the season starts. Okay, August 16th.
August, yeah.
So, yeah, we will be there.
But back to current events. So, as I started off with this whole thing, we have the Euros. We'll get to Copa America eventually, because the things I have to say about Copa America really doesn't have to do much with the competition, just with the locale and what that means for the future. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Focusing on the Euros, my first question to you guys is, we've had the group stage. We've seen all the teams go out there and perform, or lack thereof. And my first question to you guys, what was the best surprise of the tournament for you?
Sheds.
I wouldn't say anything really stood out as a surprise per se.
Nothing.
Yeah, not really. I've just been watching them play,
No
and
results at all. None.
I mean, I did say best.
Absolutely
We'll get to the other side of. We'll get to the opposite of best. But I said best. If you say he didn't have any,
You called
a best
every
surprise.
single game correctly. Nothing
Well,
surprised you at all.
no, I mean the games happen as they happen, and I'm just like, okay, that happened. Like,
Okay.
like best surprise, I haven't, like, as far as teams, players. Okay, maybe there were some surprise results, but
Yes, it's the best
you
of
know,
them that were there.
I think the best surprise in my mind right now is just Southgate is not gonna be in charge much longer. That I don't know. It's like that's like my presence.
Now,
You know, I don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't have any allegiances here. I'm just watching football and enjoying it. So
It's the same. It's the same on this side. Same on this side.
yeah. I'm just
I just
watching.
have favorite players on different teams, KDB in Belgium and Foden in England, and things aren't going. But as for me, best surprise, it's a tie, strictly between Romania and Austria.
Ooh.
Whew. Those two teams have been absolutely phenomenal to watch. Absolutely phenomenal to watch.
Mhm.
Um, specifically Romania. I wasn't expecting this kind of performance, not from that team, especially in the group that they were in. They were in a pretty tough group. Um, by their standards, Relax now, Shags. No need for the look. 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 But in any case, I've been very pleasantly surprised by how well their players have fought out there on the pitch. Till the end, they've gotten results.
Who's your favorite of your of the Romanian players for you so far?
Uh,
So far.
I don't know. To be honest, bro, I need to go look up before I start butchering. Before
Don't
I start
don't don't
butchering
put don't
names.
put a gun to his head, man.
No, 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 no. Before I start butchering names, let me go look up. Let me go look up the.
Eh,
Hey,
Let me go look up the team before I start butchering names here. Can we see the
you know,
lineups?
it's
all
like
I know is the guy that scored their first goal for them, the crazy volley from outside the box. I think he was like their captain. I think he's like also their oldest player. Man, he's like third in his mid 30s.
To be
The way
honest,
he
bro,
played, he looks like he was 25. But that was the only player that stood out to me. I
I
don't
don't
know
know
what
these.
his name is. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I was about to say. I was about to say I don't know these. I can't be too sure that the player I'm looking at is actually. But I will say this: as a team, they've been well. And if I want to point out one specific player, the one player that I do know and have been watching because I've been pleasantly surprised by how well he's been defending because they have been faced with some attacks, um, some pressure. Dragusin, he's
That
been.
goes in.
I
Hmm.
think he's been.
We know him. We all
I
know
think
him.
of course, but I think he's one of the players that have risen his stock based on his performance at the Zeros.
Oh,
Whereas there have been plenty who have lowered. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Who's your best surprise?
I don't think anybody's surprised. Georgia. I mean, I
Okay,
told you they've been coming.
okay.
Um, they beat Portugal like I thought they could because just by how they've been playing. Even on the first day when they lost 3-1 against Turkey, they could have easily won that game 3-2. I mean, it was back. If you watch the game, it was like back and
hmm
forth all day long. And
Georgia has been a part of some of the most exciting games in this tournament. Yep.
yep, and Turkey got their goal off of what their keeper came up and hey, oh well, you live with the results. But yeah, man, I honestly can't say I didn't expect it because Georgia, like, um, they have a history of very skillful players. I could say, Georgie Kinkladze, Manchester City, very skillful player. Um, Now this Georgia team just seems like they have like four Georgie Kinkladzes. It's like I'm telling you, I don't understand it. I don't know where they came from, but they can all play ball. They can all play ball, and just the icing on the cake, their keeper was the best keeper in La Liga. So it's like, yo, and then just to even make it more interesting, they have Kvicia Kvaratskhelia, and it's just like a match made. Like, man, it's. I was seeing Georgia fans crying out there when they won after the final whistle blew. Teenage boys were like crying, grown men were crying. Like it was just a sight to watch, and like, man, never expected. I never expected it from them because I just tuned into the game Georgia versus Turkey. I was like, but just the way that Georgia played, the high pressure, Kovica and Mikutadze, bro, I was sold. Yeah. So definitely Georgia. The worst
Okay.
surprise,
Okay.
I must say, it kind of has to be like Netherlands. Like, geez, like,
Really? Okay.
yeah, like they finished third in their group. They lost on the final day. Who did they lose to? Oh, Austria. Okay, Austria is actually really good, but still, though, like I just expected a lot more. Just a lot more. I expected them to like establish themselves as like either top, at least top four favorites. Now, I don't even see them going past the second round. Honestly, yeah.
Checks, how about you?
Um, I'd like to say props to Austria because if any of the teams in that second round, like, and especially their coach Ragnick for back from the dead.
Oh my god.
Um, so I like to say props to them because I didn't expect them to be Netherlands either. But hey, we'll see how far they go. Like I'm thinking now that I'm trying to figure out who my underdog team is going forward. But I think when we get into depth, I'll probably pick one. So props
We're
to Austria and
surprised.
Ragnick.
Yo, we're surprised.
Worst. Uh, it's hard. It's hard not to be a Chelsea fan, but it has to be Cole Palmer being on the bench and England. It's not surprising. I think him being on the bench is what's
It's
surprising. But
surprising. It
should I
is
be surprised?
because of the coach.
Yeah, I don't. That's pretty much it. I mean, all the goodish teams made it out their group, so I don't think there's any like shock out of the people that went home. So it's like there's still we're getting to the real part of the tournament now.
There are a few shocks of like people that made it though. Like if you bet Georgia and Romania, or if you bet Romania winning their group, my God, it's
Wait, Romania
Hmm.
won their
Romania
group.
made
yes.
Romania made a lot of people money, bro. The ones smart enough to just throw small $100 because the odds were crazy.
Well, yeah, the group was built.
Honestly, that we can blame down Lukaku. Hey, I'm just gonna blame down Lukaku. Like, look, hey,
That's
like
my
they,
worst surprise. That's my worst surprise. No, for real, no, because thank you, perfect segue. Let me just have this soliloquy because I need to have this soliloquy because it is not only a soliloquy, it is also a public apology for being a Lukaku defender. To everyone
thank
in
you.
the, to all of our fans, to all of our watchers, to all of our listeners. If you've been with us since season one, this is the second season we're doing this. If you've been with us since season one, you would know and you would have clerical evidence clerical evidence of me defending Lukaku. I went from at one point to saying the first time he was at Chelsea, they weren't using him correctly. He left, had to go and do some things, came back again. It was the same story. Second verse, they weren't using him correctly. Went to at Man U. He wasn't treated right. Then he went to Inter, did his thing. I've just been defending him. Last World Cup, he was injured. He came out, tried his best. I mean, not World Cup.
Euros last year.
Yeah,
Euros, you mean?
not
Not
Euros. I
World
meant
Cup.
the not World Cup. I meant the
the World Cup was just.
UCL final. UCL final.
Oh, okay, okay.
UCL
Oh,
final. UCL final. UCL final. He was injured.
Literally
Went out. Tried his best.
only.
Tried his best. But good God, Lukaku, your performance in this tournament. Kevin De Bruyne is getting up there in age. He's on the backside of his career,
And he's still playing like the best in the world, bro.
and he hasn't won anything in the international stage. How people were feeling for Messi with that World Cup is how I feel for KDB in this Belgium squad.
I agree. I've
When
picked
you saw the man laid off a pass, took out all the
oh,
defenders, Lukaku only had to just shove off one defender. Just shove off one defender and put a clean strike on the ball. He whiffed. He whiffed.
that's not the only one because I think I saw one,
It's not. It's not.
another one. It was
It's
from the KDB. Threads it through like four defenders, like kind of like a half look pass. And this guy goes with his left foot and just straight at the goalkeeper. And like, bro,
I didn't.
it's
I have one.
Wait. I didn't think I was gonna. Let me finish. I didn't think I
Go,
was
go
gonna say
ahead. Go ahead.
this. I didn't think I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say this. But Romelu Lukaku, You are permanently on my fraud watch.
Let's go.
Whenever
Let's
we do
go.
fraud watch, however many we decide we're going to do, whether it is a top 3, top 5, top 8, top 10, if we're doing it on a sheet of paper, on Microsoft Word, in Google Drive, whatever document we decide to do this in, all I know is my sheet will come with 3 things printed on it. The title, 3 things pre-printed on it. The title, my name, so just so you know who wrote this list, and Romelu Lukaku in the number 1 position. Because this is just
Oh
ridiculous.
man.
This is insane.
Yeah. You
And
finally
last
see
thing
it.
I will say,
Get it off your chest. Get it
to
off your chest.
Higuain, I apologize.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
I apologize.
Yes.
Because I now know that there's somebody worse, and his name is Romelu.
Really,
I'm finished.
I do agree with you on Higuain, but he wasn't Lukaku, man, because he scored some like I remember the World Cup final that they lost to Germany. He scored a pivotal goal against Belgium, the only goal in the game. So I'm like, yo, he showed up. At least I can say he showed up. Lukaku, the only game I can say he showed up on was USA versus Belgium when they brought him in overtime. And he scored the game winner. Obviously, we weren't surprised.
KDB, booed. He was going to cheer the fans and thank them, and they said, "F all that. We're booing you."
Yeah.
Lukaku, it's your fault.
They
You
were
will pay for
going
it, bro.
crazy.
He turned around and shuffled everybody off. Shuffled the rest of the players off. Matter of fact, y'all discuss. Let me go pull this up for you guys.
That's crazy.
And I was watching the game. I think the one chance that he missed, I think the one that Shex was talking about on his left foot, where like he missed it. The reaction of KDB and his coach, and the coach told me everything, man. Like the coach's head went down in his lap. KDB was like, "Oh, yeah, man." And there was even this other chance at the beginning of the game, literally first 3 minutes. First 3 minutes, bro. You're fresh. You have fresh legs. Everybody's fresh. You should be ready. Easy pass. Like the defender came slumped up to like pushed up against him. So Tielemans gave a nice easy pass like through. All you gotta do is just slide out the defender, just run through, and it's an easy goal. But he didn't. He. I don't know where his mind was, and then he's telling Tielemans, "I want the ball to my feet." Like what the shot? Make the run. I'm like, bro, dude.
It's so crazy because whenever any Lukaku misses a chance, you already know his reaction is like,
Yeah,
and he's all sweaty too, soaked, shirt soaked with
Had to
sweat
just give him one
from before, like before the game starts, he's already there sweating. Like it's just, I'm just like, bro,
If I could just give him one slap.
man, I hope his agent. I need to look Lukaku's agent wherever you are. You better not be sleeping more than 6 hours a day.
he's doing a great job. He's working hard.
You better, because I do not. Chelsea preseason starts. I do not want to see him. I don't want to. Nothing. I don't want him. His essence anywhere near my club anymore. Please find him another club ASAP and permanently, because I don't want to have to do this again next summer.
No, yeah, no, I totally agree. He just should not be in like any side that is seriously competing for top four. It should not be their number 1, 2, 3, or even 4. Like a young player can do that. What he just
Yeah.
did.
No. He can't be up there by himself. If you're gonna do something, it needs to be. He only can play in a 4-4-2. You can only play in a 4-4-2.
I was just about
If you're not
to
playing,
say
if
something.
you're not playing 4-4-2, Lukaku, you can't have Lukaku as a number 9. It's
Agreed.
simple. It's simple.
4-4-2, 3-5-2. He needs
Like
assistance.
like with Lautaro Martinez, the reason why it worked out so well is because you can play Lautaro by himself up there. So Lukaku doesn't like he can take different positions He can create from deeper, like he was doing when he was in Inter Milan with Conte. But it's because the players that they had around him, and the team was literally set up around him. But like, what did they win? Scudetto? Okay. Napoli won Scudetto. Cool. But
Well,
yeah,
in any case, we'll leave that there. A disappointment is a disappointment.
yeah.
However, he does have a chance to redeem himself against France. I'm not
If
too
they don't
sure
start
about I'm not
Openda
too
over him,
sure I'm not too sure about, the prospects for Belgium in that match. But then
They need
again,
to
France
start
hasn't
Trossard, man. They need to
France
start
haven't
Trossard.
it's
eh,
Belgium actually has a good chance because France.
France hasn't been all that good either.
Yeah, they
But
haven't
we're
been
looking at the
clicking.
rest of the bracket. Looking at the rest of the bracket here. As you can see, one side is clearly weighted more than the other side. And who do we have in that, weaker side? Lo and behold, we have England. Um, so here's how we're gonna play this out. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna go through. We're gonna pick, you know, the round of 16 match we're most excited to see, and we're gonna pick who is our bet to make the final. All right. Cool. So here, I'll go first. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really not gonna lie to you.
Don't lie. You're in front of the people, in front of the world.
I want to say I'm excited for France and Belgium, but at the same time, I really don't want to see my guy KDB get killed. With that being said,
Sorry, but before you go on, I mean, another guy we didn't like, we just carelessly left out his name. Jeremy Doku played his mind out of these 3 games.
I won't say all that. I won't say all that because what has plagued him at City has plagued him here. His decision making and finish, playmaking, finishing. I don't even know if I said that right. His decision making and finishing in the final third leaves much to be desired. And that comes from finishing if he has a shot on or finishing a play.
And they weren't
So
putting him in like the same positions.
you're
So
right. You're right.
he,
So yeah, so he was having to work
he
a
was
lot harder
playing
to get
from
into.
deeper, from like much deeper. He had
No, you're
more.
right. You're right. So he had to work a lot harder to get into the similar positions, and he got there still. He
Yeah,
got there still. You're right. You're right. But still, at the end of the day, he wasn't making the passes. And you, the clearest example I can give is when he came off for, I believe it was Openda. Openda came on, barely had touches of the ball, and fizzed the final ball that Doku spent in
it was
his
a
entire
handball.
time playing trying to do. Now you're right, it was a handball, but
So
at the end of the day, at least it was a finish and the ball ended up in the back of the net. That's something that he was trying to do his entire time playing. He wasn't able to do. So both sides of the coin.
More on that handball. Like, I really think they need to change the offside law. I really think it should be it should be based on the foot. Fingers, parts of
Well,
your
no,
hand should not count against you being offside. It really should be like based on your foot
well, no, that
position.
wasn't the call. The call was in the law is if it touches any part of the hand,
Oh,
and it
that's why
deems,
they over.
yeah,
it was
Oh,
a
it's a hand.
straight handball. It was a
I mean, it
straight.
was
Yeah,
it was straight, as in it was obvious that it clipped him,
yeah,
but it wasn't
yeah.
intentional. But
No, no.
the rule of the law is if it touches
it
the
if
hand
it
and it
touches.
leads to a goal,
It,
it's
it,
ruled
it,
off.
it
Wait,
has.
but was
Yeah.
it in the box? Was he the? He wasn't the one
It
that
doesn't matter.
scored.
It
It
was
doesn't.
off. It was
It led
off
to
the
the
long
goal.
ball. It was off
He
the long
he
ball.
got the assist that led. He
Hmm.
directly led to a goal.
Was it like a on purpose type? Was it in an unnatural position?
It
His
wasn't.
hand
It
was
wasn't
high.
intentional.
His hand was high, but it wasn't
I
intentional.
mean, okay, hold on.
It was like up here.
It was like here.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's kind of is an unnatural position, I guess. But hey,
but
West Coast for Lukaku, so I'm not complaining.
at the same
Hold on.
time,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
because his hand was up here because he was trying to turn his body to run past the defender. That's
I
literally how.
got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
So
I got
it
you.
was like,
I got you. I got you.
yeah, yeah. See, he's
But
trying to turn his
look.
body. He's literally trying to turn his body. But yeah, he was trying to turn to beat his
It
defender.
was that shouldn't have been disallowed, man.
Yeah, But
That just seems
the rule.
cruel and unnecessary. It's
It's real
just
tough.
like, yeah, but it couldn't have
It's real tough.
happened to a worse Lukaku, so it's all good. Three outside goals is crazy, but or ruled
All
out
right,
goals,
listen,
like yeah.
listen. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'll go first. Um, oh, I already said the one that I think, but I really don't want to see KDB get down.
Hold up.
Imagine
Hold
another
up.
tangent. Here we go.
I think we need to shout out Croatia and Luka Modric. Luka Modric's
They're going
last
home.
last.
Please.
Oh,
They're
he's
they're
they're
going
already
home.
in Cancun. Wait,
All
right?
right, so
Yeah, why
Yeah,
is
they're
that?
already in Cancun. But the way they went out, and it's just Luca. Like I need
he
him
won
to
a
retire.
Champions League. He's not crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He's wiping it. He's wiping
I
his
don't
tears with the
think I don't
Champions
think
League trophy.
Italy. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
All
wiping
right.
his tears with the champ. He's
The-
dabbing his tears with the medal, the
If
winner's
it's,
medal. He's dabbing his
if it
tears.
seems harsh, it's like, bro, Croatia, y'all won it. Y'all can't make round of 16. Go home. You already wanted to go to Cancun. You already had your flights booked before this tournament. So why are we?
No, their flights were not booked like that though. Like it was a last minute winner from Italy to send. But all right. Nobody cares
Listen,
about
man,
Croatia.
they're
The
home.
first,
They
wait,
are home.
did you see their opener? Okay. Just watching their opener, they had those flights booked. It was just because so they had to act like they were
Oh,
sick. Come on.
It's
Yeah,
them.
come on,
beat them
Listen,
up.
them and Ukraine. Them and Ukraine. We knew what they were. We knew what kind of
Thank
energy they
you.
were
You
on
know what?
from day one. We knew
Ukraine.
we knew the
Yeah.
energy they were on from day one.
We'll just go
Anyways,
early, so
let's discuss the teams that are here. The game that I'm looking for, round of 16, is Austria Turkey. I think there's going to be fireworks in that match, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if that match ends up 5-4.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if that match is the highest scoring fixture, round of 16 fixture, unless Spain or Portugal run up the score.
more like 4-0 Austria.
Right.
Like,
Nah, man.
What?
Turkey been
Turkey's
balling.
been balling,
Turkey
bro.
is a good. Yeah.
sorry. 2 games ago, how did they look against Portugal?
Well, I
Now that's
mean,
Portugal though.
they got cooked,
And on top of that,
and one of
and
them
on
was
top
an
of that,
own goal.
facts. I was about to bring that up. And before that own goal, it was a heavyweight fight. They were going back and back.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
I mean, they finished above Georgia.
No, but what I'm saying
Talk
is
to him, Shags.
Georgia
Talk to him,
beat,
Shags.
Georgia beat Portugal. So I'm just like, how tough is Portugal?
Yeah, but Portugal's rested all their stars for that game, and they still finished top of the group because they were already top of the group. You know, like
Considerably better team.
hey, I mean, Portugal should have beaten Georgia, like based on the balance of the play, but hey, they didn't. So I don't know. Turkey is actually pretty good. They've been entertaining. I think they won 3-1. Like they won that game
We won
3-1.
3-1 against Georgia
They beat
because I told you the last minute goal when Georgia brought their keeper up. Turkey was not it did not look like Turkey was gonna win that game. Trust
Hey.
me, I watched that game. They
All right.
are not that good. They're not as good as their results say. And in this game, oh, you want to talk about the game that you just won? Ask the ref.
What did he do?
Disallowed Czech Republic goal, red card that was bogus. Watch
Oh yeah. He got an early red, and then he got another red, and then the fight broke out at the end. But
disallowed
still,
didn't make sense.
look,
Like
these.
Czech Republic were robbed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So Turkey,
Hey, they're still playing well though. I think it
All
will be a
right,
good
listen.
game. I think this
What
is the
match?
type of game where it's like they have beef. The two countries have like real beef because you know those people love their football.
no competition with
Yeah.
Austria. I'm telling you, Austria is considerably better.
So,
And,
okay, well,
they
what
might
match
pay. They might pay this ref in that game too. So.
If that's the only way they win.
will y'all stop chatting ish and just tell me what match you're looking forward to?
Yeah. No real heavyweights here. Belgium
That's
don't
crazy.
count.
That's insane that I have to agree.
Yeah, but I expect France to pack them up and send them to Cancun. What am I looking forward
Lukaku,
to?
please make my day and score a hat trick against France.
Look, okay? Then you have to take him off. Are you taking him off the fraud watch? Because that's
No, he'll
never.
still be on. No, he'll still be on front watch. I don't care.
It's
He
not.
can
It's
score.
not
No, no,
gonna.
no, 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 no. He can score a hat trick. Listen. A dead clock is right twice a day. That man is dead. If he chooses on that day to be right, that doesn't erase all the times he's been wrong. I'm just saying.
Marcus, I think you stole my sleeper pick with Austria and Turkey.
Dog,
Um,
they're not a sleeper. That's what I'm trying to tell people.
yeah. I don't know.
I'm sleeping.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm telling you, that's probably going to turn out to be the most exciting match.
See, but I'm right now. I got my AC on 67.
That's
You
crazy.
know, while I'm not particularly excited for any one game. I think the most upset, um, the game that could have an upset in it, and I'm looking very forward to the upset if it happens, is England and Slovakia.
Oh my
I knew you were
god,
gonna
you
say
stole
that.
mine. Oh my. Oh,
I knew
okay.
you were
Yeah.
gonna say that.
So
Uh,
yes, I
Why are you
think
saying? Why are you saying? Why are you focusing on England like Denmark hasn't been playing well?
they've not been playing well. Peter
Okay.
Schmeichel said he's worried. If you
uh,
listen to Peter Schmeichel,
I know,
he's
bro.
worried.
I was just grasping at straws. I was just
well,
grasping at straws.
Denmark are about to be in what's another nice spot?
No,
Um,
no. What was the
Tahiti. I think Cancun is booked right
I
now.
believe in
We need to send
Krabascalia.
them somewhere else.
I believe in
Copenhagen?
Krabascalia. They will knock out Spain,
Copenhagen. They're about to go back to Copenhagen.
man.
Copenhagen. You have to go to Copenhagen first, and then they book their
Listen,
ticket to the
all I know
wherever they
is
want. Okay.
all I know is if what Shag says is true and England get upset,
Mm, mm,
I
mm.
might have to fly to England to riot with the fans. As I'm not even an England fan. Just on account of Phil Foden will have to go through nonsense because of this, being
Yeah.
attached to this. Yeah, I'm there with the picket fans on for Southgate. I'm
No,
there with
no,
the
no,
picket.
no. Foden is light skin. Don't worry. The paper's not gonna put him as the cover. He's safe. He's all right.
That's insane too. I still might have to fly. Still might have to fly. That's insane too.
All right. All right, but yeah, like England might go down. That's pretty much it. Like once again, I don't really have a team like I'm rooting for. I think Georgia has kind of become my underdog team at this point, but they got Spain and Austria and Turkey. That's
They
it.
got that.
I think I'm rooting for the underdogs this competition. Yeah, that's it for me because England not doing right by playing my boy.
Um, yeah, I got the Swiss and the Italians. Um, I think that's going to be a fiery game
That's 1-0.
because Italy, they're itching. They can't buy a striker right now. I mean, Shegs, you could probably be a good candidate for him. You're
I would
tall.
start for them.
You probably, if you're tall and you can shoot any kind of way, they will take you because that's what they're looking like. They looking for.
I don't know. I'm a little too dark skinned for Italy, but maybe.
No, no, no. You said it right. The exact same thing I was thinking. Cause like,
Bro, let me tell you something.
Moise Kean plays for Juventus. This is literally like I
Don't
think
bring up that name. Moses Kean
yeah,
has been passed around like a stripper. That man has not had a stable home since he was in the youth academy.
the point I'm trying to make is for the first time in like I don't know, something like 30 years, the last game that they played, that it took them they had to do a 90-minute equalizer. They hit for the first time in like 30 years, they did not start a player from Juventus. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, Chiesa was on the bench.
well.
So that was like, whoa. And how did they play?
Did they say? Did you
Oh,
say 90 years?
no, 30 years, like 30
Okay,
years.
30 years. Okay.
Yeah, not 90 years.
Yeah, I was like,
Listen,
It was
whoa.
I
like
only have
year or something like that.
Yeah.
I only
Um,
have I only have one thing to say on that match. That match, I'm not even sure the XG from both teams will combined will equal to one.
I was actually about to go that way, but doesn't a certain Granit Xhaka play for Switzerland? You know, he's always good for a banger.
That's fine. He could
He's
score.
always he's always
He could score a banger, and his team could finish the game with a .38 xG. So, so
actually you're right. You're right.
the point I'm trying to make is, I don't know. I think even if it finishes 1-0, it's gonna be a back and forth game. So I'm trying to make because it doesn't have to like have 5 or 6 goals to be a
no, you're right.
yeah.
You're right.
That game is gonna be a back and forth game because Switzerland, they're very good, but Italy, they're desperate. They're desperate to give anything to their fans because their fans they know once they land in Italy, it's gonna be hell, man. So this game, yeah.
Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
for Italy are defending champs, so I think it's time for them to go home. Like you're not gonna win it again.
That's the point, though. That's the
Yeah.
point. Fans expect them to at least make it there,
Well,
to at least
Yeah.
make it to the semifinals. Anything going out in the
look,
first round to Switzerland, the smallest country in Europe. No, 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 no,
With how bad they've been,
no.
I think they're happy they got out the group.
they barely made it this far by a last minute goal.
I
So
would agree with
yeah.
you, but they're out. They're here now. So how
Well,
do you think they're thinking?
time will tell. Time will tell. Last question, and we're moving off on this. Finals prediction.
Like
Let's go.
who the
It
two
was,
teams that are in the
yeah, the
final?
two teams. Yeah, two teams in the final. It has to be one from each bracket.
It's
And
too
be
early
quick, be
for
quick, be
me.
quick.
It's too early for me.
You said too early. All right, that's fine. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Give me, yeah.
We'll take that.
I need to watch at least one round, and then
Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. Shags, are you comfy, or you would like to wait too?
I will say at least one of those teams is gonna be Germany.
you said it's gonna be Germany.
At least, yeah, at least one. At least one of those teams is gonna be Germany.
I disagree with that, but we'll see. Their
I
fraudulence
actually,
is
I
gonna,
actually don't. I think
Wait,
Germany.
their
Actually,
fraudulence is gonna show up.
wait. I just remember who starts for them. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
okay, that's fine. If you want to change your mind, me, I'm. If you want to change your mind, if you want to change your mind, me, I'm going Germany. I think we're
Okay.
gonna see. I think we're gonna see what should have been the final in Germany and Spain in the quarterfinal, and then Germany's gonna be a hard fought affair. Germany's gonna take that through, and then they'll end up seeing. Yo, that's the thing. This other side of the bracket, I don't know. I don't know. It could be anybody. It really could be anybody. It
Because
really
of
could be
England,
anybody.
it's all Southgate's fault.
Yeah, like looking at this bracket, you think, oh, England have a chance here. Like
Heck
like
no.
it's an open path. But
No.
now it's like seeing how they're playing. It's like no.
Even if there were England was matched up against any other team in that bracket, like every team fought tooth and nail to get there, man.
I have a very strong
and
feeling.
England stumbled there. Like Slovenia, they weren't trying to score a goal.
I
They
have
were
a
just
very
trying to
strong
make it through the
feeling.
game. So yeah, bro.
So
Yeah.
here's what I'm gonna go with. I have mine is gonna be Germany from the top side of the bracket. From the
Mhm.
bottom side of the bracket, I have a very strong feeling is gonna be Germany versus the winner of Austria Turkey.
It's gonna be Austria, bro. Come on, just say Germany, Austria. Stop beating around. I don't know what this Turkey
Bro,
like. I
okay,
literally posted a
okay,
meme of Turkey getting basted for a reason. If you watch that
okay,
Portugal game,
okay,
my goodness,
okay.
once they conceded that goal,
Did you say Turkey will make the final?
the
Yeah,
winner of
yeah.
that game.
I said the
Might as well just say
winner of that game
Austria.
make the final.
The-
Yeah, come
Yep,
on.
yep, yep, yep,
This guy. Yeah. All right.
yep.
All right.
all
Bro,
right,
out of
whatever.
well, all I'm saying is out
Whatever.
of
Like
okay,
I think Netherlands easily makes at least the semis. Like easily.
okay,
Like
that's fine.
they're
I,
gonna make it there.
And
I'm asking you
Yeah.
for the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
not easily, but I
I'm
think
asking
they're
you for
gonna
the.
go that deep.
You said
I cannot
semifinal. I'm asking
wait
you for the
Yes,
final.
I
until
set. Okay, let me just quick
No, no, no.
simulation.
No. Did you say you will wait? Because I heard clearly from Zach he was waiting.
yeah.
Yeah,
Are we doing the other side of the bracket? Like which game like we're most excited for from the other side?
No, I said from the whole thing. I thought you made your decision.
no,
Oh,
this who's gonna make the final from both
No, no, no.
sides,
No. He's talking about
or
from the
which
first part of
teams?
the discussion. The first half of the discussion that
Uh,
we
yeah,
had was from
I thought we were just
the whole.
doing each
No,
half of the bracket. Okay,
no, we were
okay,
uh,
doing the whole thing.
all right. So if we're doing the whole thing, then I would have said Spain, Georgia.
No, that's fair.
Yeah,
Spain and Georgia in the
yeah.
final.
No,
No,
the
no, no,
most
no.
exciting matchup.
My,
Yeah.
Eh, he went back real quick.
yeah.
But Shegs, if you don't
Sorry.
have an answer, you don't have to. You don't have to answer now. We'll wait. Next episode. Next episode.
Yeah.
We'll see next round.
All right. Let me stop sharing this and then share. Oh, I can't share anything on the Copa America. We'll just discuss the Copa America. All right. Copa America. Game wise, it's it's been decent football. It's what you can expect from this side of the nation. From this side of the world rather. They are what I do like is they're being a lot more inclusive because my biggest thing was the U.S. never had any opportunity to be in a competition like this and actually face serious competition like this. So it's good that we have the opportunity to face the Argentinas, the Brazils of the world, and all that stuff. The
We've been
Colombias.
in Copa America before, right?
I
We've
think
been
it
in
was.
it. We've been in it for like 25 years since they started inviting us. So
We just haven't been.
Alexi
What was I'm saying?
literally made his name on
I
Copa
co-
America.
yeah, I think the furthest they went was
Like semifinals. They beat
semifinals, and then they lost the third place
yeah.
To
team.
I didn't watch the last one. So
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
what I will say is this. This is the first time it's being hosted here across, and I
Yeah.
say here, but
Yeah.
it's similar to what the World Cup is going to be. Across U.S.,
Yep.
Canada,
Yep.
Mexico.
Mexico.
And again, I said it's been decent football. My qualms about the tournament has nothing to do with the football. It has everything to do with the pitch and the conditions.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
if we are going to have a World Cup here, then we need to have World Cup
Be better.
quality stuff.
Yeah, gotta be better.
Because
Wait, they've been having bad pitches
bro,
for Copa America? I have not really been
took
noticing that.
It
they
looked that
took
good.
they took not only don't they look that good, all the players are complaining about it. You should do some Google searches real quick. Not only that, you can actually see it. What majority of these places have done is they use turf because they're football stadiums,
Yeah.
American football stadiums. What they did was they just put the natural grass on top. Now they didn't remove the turf.
So the
That's
field is
just
even harder. It's even when you fall.
not even that. It's just the ball doesn't bounce as you would expect. It's things aren't even, and it's just like that's a lot of pressure on your knees because you're not on even ground when you're doing all the pressure that running up and down a football pitch, making tackles, and things
It's
would
gonna be
require of
weird.
it.
It's definitely gonna be weird. The World Cup here. It's gonna be different because that's what they do in those football stadiums. They use turf. Even the football players complain about it. They've been complaining about it for ages. So that's yeah. I don't know what they can do about that, but if they can, because they could do something like I think they do similar things in like Barcelona or something like that, where they like actually like they bring out a whole new like in Camp Nou where they bring out a whole new different like levels of pitch, you know. But you would literally have to build that into your stadium floors. Like in Camp Nou, I'm pretty sure they can like bring out like different levels of pitch. They have different levels of pitch ready to go. So if like one gets rained out, they can just bring up a whole new one that's tried out. Like this, yeah, they don't have this technology here. They just don't. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, all I have to say is, I will say this: it's a good thing that the Copa America is happening because, as I said, the football has been decent. Now, I hope they use this as a trial, and they're seeing this and they're like, "Yo, if we're gonna have the World Cup, some things definitely need to be fixed." And another thing, uh, you can't really tell too much from the TV, but I don't know. I just feel like the fans here, because I watched the Argentina match, and even the Argentina fans here, the fans that were in the stadium, I just didn't get the vibe from the TV. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't get the vibe. And then when you hear, it's funny because when you go in here, certain people talk about it. Like, me, I always listen to ESPN FC, and Alejandro Moreno is the person I was listening to specifically talk about this. He was like, he actually went to a match, and people were only cheering when Messi was only cheering Messi was only cheering, and I'm
Mm.
like, there on the TV. When I said I didn't catch the vibe, it's because I felt like there was some dead moments. Like, and I'm just like, by dead, I say dead stand by compared to what I'm used to. We watch really football.
Well,
We
because
watch the
Euros,
Euros,
no Euros. My goodness, those fans.
the
Oh
World
my
Cup.
God, it's different. No, no, you're absolutely right. It's definitely different. It's a different vibe.
Like
It's a different
when the commentator isn't speaking,
bro. You can't
you
hear
hear the
anything.
fans. You can't
Yeah,
hear you
yeah,
hear the fans.
I agree.
And I
Yeah,
was just like,
yeah.
I was watching this game, and I was just like, the vibe is different, and I knew what it was. I
Mm-hmm.
could hear a lot more than I hear when I watch other games, and I'm just like, nah, something has to be off. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I'm hearing, think from Ali Moreno, from Clint Dempsey, they're saying about the dichotomy of the fans, how a lot of the MLS supporters is really just some Messi supporters and things of that nature. It kind of makes
And
sense.
they really only cheer for like, oh, he does a nice skill move. Oh, we'll cheer. He does a nice through ball. We'll cheer. Okay. It's not like, okay, we win possession back. Okay, now everybody's going crazy. Attack. You know what I'm saying? Like how Premier League, like when your team has the ball, the fans, they're chanting, they have a cry that they all do, all that. Nah. No, you're absolutely right. But for some reason, the fans do when they're in World Cup or in Copa America. But it's probably different fans. So
No, it's 100% different fans. It's the
yeah,
guys that are here because
yeah.
tickets are expensive. The cheapest ticket is
Who is coming
crazy.
from Bolivia to watch USA, their Bolivian team play against USA in the Cowboys? Like,
Not even
come
just Bolivia. Can the people can if it's not for the Mexican fans that are here within the U.S.
thank
or
you.
directly
Nobody from
close
Mexico is coming to watch me
or directly close to the border
unless your name is
or
Ryan Garcia, and he's
their
not Mexican.
parts, the flight ticket combined with the ticket to actually watch
Mhm.
the game, especially in some of the stadiums. Like this, it happened in MetLife. Some of these games are happening in MetLife Stadium, and you know how expensive MetLife is just during the regular football season. You can only imagine the numbers they're pulling off this thing. So I can imagine a lot of true fans were priced out, and it's a shame. But if if they're going to be priced out, then the aura and everything has to be there, and there's definitely room for improvement. Which I hope they correct by the time the World Cup's around. I know we aren't discussing much about football and about the Copa America this time around, but I don't know. I had to get this off my
But
chest. We'll definitely discuss
they
football a little bit
shouldn't be
more
I,
priced
next
I,
time.
I,
out.
I think it's definitely the ticket prices and the lack of like interest among American fans because
Yeah,
they're not nobody really like even us. Like I'm not really will I go to a Copa America? I checked. There's nothing near like even like near Indiana. So I'm like even if USA makes a final, is it something I would go out my way to? And it's super expensive anyways.
stupid
So
expensive.
that combined with like the size of our stadiums, that's and like they said they got us like what's his name that plays for Canada that plays for Bayern. Da-
No,
Davies,
Davies
Davies,
Davies.
Alfonso
Alfonso.
Davies.
Yeah, Davies was saying it's a 70,000 stadium and only 25,000 people show up. and the pitch is bad, and it's like, all right, well, yeah, I hope like you that they look at it and they fix it because even like
Empty seats. There were
yeah,
empty seats.
because even like I look, I'm like
Just can't afford it.
for
They can't afford
Mexico,
it.
like their fans are not going to Inglewood to the SoFi Stadium to watch their team play. Why not make it easier for them and
And-
give
Actually, no,
them
wait. I think that's a
something
bad
in
example.
Texas?
I think
And-
that's a bad example. I think that's a bad example. Texas is closer, but a large population
They
in
do have
California
that.
is Mexican. A
Mm.
large part of the population in California is Mexican. So SoFi Stadium would I don't know if SoFi specifically is a good spot, but
Yeah.
California is a good spot.
It's a good spot. We've been to SoFi. It's a real actually.
Oh, it's a great stadium, but are they going to pack it out with the prices the tickets are? So I don't know, or maybe just drum up
would-
more interest for it.
It would literally have to be like Mexicans that live in California. That's what.
Yeah.
And
I
and
mean,
we know they can afford it. They live in Canada, so they can afford it.
and for the listeners and watchers, we're not just focusing on Mexicans just because it's just they are the closest ones here. I mean, I guess we could discuss Canadians as well, but the hockey season is in the middle of it. I'm not too sure they're focused on football at this
Hockey's
point.
over now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well,
It
yeah.
just
Stanley
ended.
Cup just ended. Stanley
Like
Cup just ended.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Yeah. So, but now I guess they have time to focus on football. But yeah, they were just the closest ones. I mean, I don't even know if any of the South American countries. Anybody from Colombia you think is making the trip?
No, nobody.
Oh.
I don't think anybody is really even the people that can. Why would you?
Mm.
You know,
Just a ticket and hotel fees alone.
Yeah.
Ticket and hotel
Yeah.
fees alone.
you know. I don't know. Our infrastructure is not really set up for soccer matches, but I hope they figure it out. You know, like you said, maybe if there's a huge community there, maybe that's where you should put the game because World Cup is different. World Cup, I know it's going to be full. Those
People
stadiums are going to be packed.
People literally buy the World Cup tickets 4 years in advance and work and plan their lives just to be in that city for the World Cup. World Cup is different.
World Cup is verified.
It runs people's lives. That's different.
Also, Copa America we don't even really have a lot of teams. Like, I guess shout out to them to add in USA, Canada, and when they did, but that's also like a survival tactic because y'all do not have a lot of teams here. Y'all only have 16 team tournament. So, yeah.
Ooh, and shout out to Costa Rica. Like, my God, that Brazil game. Wow.
I'm just wondering if they could open it up
literally
even
did
more.
Nothing offensively all game long. And they could have stolen that game against Brazil. So shout out Costa Rica. But sorry. Go on.
Could they open it up? Who else is even available on this side of the world for them to even include into the Copa
Island
America?
boys.
Aren't they already there?
Island.
I was gonna say Haiti, but they probably still won't qualify.
No, we had the no. You don't understand. You don't understand. We already had the opportunity to qualify. We just didn't. We just didn't.
Wait. You know what? For some reason in my head, you didn't play football, so it just kind of just flew off my head. But yeah, continue.
And kids.
We already.
And
So,
Virgin
so expand it is what you're saying.
I think the Caribbean teams already included.
They just didn't qualify.
Just didn't qualify. Yes, they just didn't qualify. So I'm pretty sure US played Trinidad and Tobago just as part of
They did, but I mean I don't think that even helps the competition because do we want to see those teams? Like, would it even be profitable to let them in? Like,
nah, this one they just need to combine.
Yes.
They need to combine Copa America,
guys
Euros
like
type
Leon
thing.
Bailey will buy in.
they're not combining Copa America and Euros. That's what they call the World Cup. Like, nah, this is just America's Americas.
You're right.
They either add more teams, but even then, I'm like,
No,
which teams?
I don't mean combine well, I don't know what Marcus meant, but I don't mean like combine Copa America and Europe. I meant the island boys need to get together and form one team. That's what they got.
They need to form a super team just to qualify for the tournament.
Nah, Jamaica's pretty strong on their own though.
So Haiti, St. Kitts, Virgin Islands, Bahamas, Dominican Republic, throwing Cuba. Y'all need to
You
get.
know what? You know what? Bahamas actually qualified for basketball, so
Yeah, but this is
I was gonna say those teams are probably better at like beach football or something like.
no, but
They,
imagine how good they were. But they would be if they just banded together. Just saying.
all right. And
man,
with
they're
that,
not doing anything.
we've come to the end of yet another episode. We'll end it there with Zach's crazy ideal. We'll see if it.
Crazy
We'll
idea.
see. We'll see.
Together as brothers.
We'll see if it
It's
holds
not
any
happening.
water. We'll see if it holds any water. As always, guys, if you've been with us for this long, we always appreciate you. As I said, we'll catch you guys next week. And then after, these 2 tournaments are over, we'll have another short break and then we'll be back at you once the season starts. As always, like, comment, subscribe, leave us a rating, a comment, anything. Share it with your friends, your family, all that good stuff. And as always, we will catch you on the next one.
Thank you.
Peace.